Hello, my name is Clara Murillo, and today I will be focusing on mental health, most specifically schizophrenia. According to the American Psychiatric Association, schizophrenia is a chronic brain disorder, and some of the factors that might contribute to developing schizophrenia include genetics, environment, and brain structure. While there is currently no cure for it, it does only affect 1% of the population, but if you really take into account how many people there is in the world, that is a lot of people that are currently suffering from this. So that's why I think it's important to kind of learn about this topic, just to be educated about it. And it is typically diagnosed in the late teens to early 30s. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, it emerges earlier in males, from late teens to early 30s, while in female, it emerges late 20s to early 30s. And so today we will be talking about the symptoms of schizophrenia, the treatments for schizophrenia, and also we will be talking about how to support and just living with schizophrenia. The symptoms of schizophrenia fall into three major categories. The first one being positive symptoms. That doesn't mean they're good. They're also known as psychotic symptoms. This just means that they're symptoms that are abnormally present, meaning that they weren't there before. So it can be things like delusions, hallucinations, paranoia. It just can mean hearing and seeing things that aren't there. The second symptoms are categorized as negative symptoms, which means that they were there before and they aren't anymore, which is just a lack of things like lack of motivation, lack of enjoyment, of social withdrawal, just kind of things disappearing, like just not enjoying anything in general. And the third one is known as disorganized symptoms or cognitive symptoms, where it's just kind of confused and disordered thinking and speech, difficulty processing information, trouble focusing and paying attention. And there are various types of schizophrenia, but these symptoms kind of they are similar in each type of schizophrenia. Like I said before, there is no cure for schizophrenia, but there are treatments to help people get rid of the symptoms, sometimes even completely. And these treatments are there to help people. Sometimes they can live a highly rewarding life, just fully functioning. As stated by Harvard Health Publishing, schizophrenia requires a combination of treatments like medication, psychological counseling, and social support. Medications used to treat schizophrenia are known as antipsychotics, and what happens is that it is very difficult to find the right medication for a certain patient. So what usually tends to happen is that patients have to go through a lot of different medications in order to find the right combination or the right match, if you can say so. So it's just a very draining and hard process for them, because many of the medications, because antipsychotics are known to have a sedative effect to them, so it kind of just puts you to sleep. And it's just draining, and just they're kind of tired, and it's just tough to get through the day in general. So I think it's just important for us to keep in mind that it's very tough for them, and it's a very tough disease to have. 1 out of 100 people suffer from schizophrenia, so I think it's just very important for us to be educated regarding this subject, because odds are you either know someone right now that's suffering, even if it's silently, or you might meet someone in the future. Either way, it's important for us to be educated about the subject. According to an academic journal by the name of Family Support and Adaptation Mechanisms of Adult Outpatients with Schizophrenia, there is a need for relatives to provide a good level of support in order to facilitate adaptability. This mental disorder does not only affect how you think, it affects how you feel and how you behave. And just in the moment, to them, their delusions might seem 100% real. So it's very important for people suffering from this to have a good support system. This chronic disease is life-changing, and even if the doctors do get your medications right on the first try, they probably have to live with the side effects of the medications. Like I said, there is a sedative effect to all of the antipsychotic medications, and they have to live with feeling tired most of the time. So it's just life-changing, and it's very important to have a support system. Schizophrenia is currently ranked number 4 in the top 10 diseases, so I think it's deserving of my speech. I think it's important for us to know about this. And I chose this topic because I recently, like maybe a week ago, watched a movie by the name of A Beautiful Mind, and it's based on a true story. It's about a genius man. He won the Nobel Prize, and he went to Ivy League colleges, and he was suffering from schizophrenia, and he was undiagnosed for a long time until his disease got aggressive and his delusions basically took over his life. And it was just a very hard movie to even get through without crying. Later on in the movie, after deciding that medicine just wasn't for him, it shows how with the support of his friends and family and just getting a job that he loved, he got through it just with the support of family. So I think it's very important for us to notice how just with the support of his family and friends, he was able to live a full and fulfilling, more fulfilling than probably my life will ever get, and I don't suffer from that. So yeah, he even went on to win the Nobel Prize, and that's something. In conclusion, schizophrenia is one of the highest ranked diseases and deserves to be recognized. I think it's just very important for us to realize how dangerous schizophrenia can be if gone untreated and undiagnosed. It can be threatening, life-threatening to the person suffering from it and to people around them. So I think it's very important for us to learn how to recognize the signs, the symptoms, and just know about the condition in general, just because for all we know, someone close to us could be suffering from it. Also, please remember to be respectful, supportive, and kind to anyone suffering from any kind of mental illness. It is very important to show support, but don't tolerate any kind of inappropriate or dangerous behavior. Thank you.